Queen Naomi allegedly applauded Ooni of Ife for bringing back the traditional designer that she employed for him. Information reaching us right now is that there is this certain traditional designer, the person that have been designing Ooni of Ife's traditional wear shortly after she married Queen Naomi. The information reaching us is that they said after the king married Queen Naomi, we do know that this CEO Lumini is the one making Queen Naomi's dress, and they said Queen Naomi normally gets good fabric from the Lumini before she started selling her own, because now they say she's selling a very good material, all this fabric, expensive ones and all of that. Then they said the king, Queen Naomi, will normally get those fabric sometimes with the help of that CEO Lumini, and he employed that man, and the man have been making a wonderful dress, have been making wonderful dresses, wonderful clothes for the king. Yes, so a lot of people said that the kind of clothes that the king have been wearing ever since Queen Naomi left the palace is not the same that he normally wears when Queen Naomi was there, because they said after Queen Naomi left the palace, when she had problem with the king and all of that, then Ooni of Ife started marrying all of these women. You know, before then, Queen Naomi had been the one managing the king's clothing, all the expenses, all the you know, she has been in charge of the budget. Let me just put it that way. So when the king married Ronke them, Mariam, the rest of them, you know, they enters the palace. We do know that some of them, their main reason of entering there is to get connected, make more monies, and all of that. So now they started dragging the budget with the guy. By then, Queen Naomi have left the palace. They said Ronke telling the king that look, oh, from this time henceforth, that she will be in charge of his clothes budget and everything. You know that we know say according to her that she know better, because she's in charge of this adire stuff and all of that. And my people, oh, and during that period, Ooni of Ife is still listening to them. As in, he is still doing according to their will, according to the way they want it. They were in charge then. Yes, it was even shortly, it's not even up to 2-3 months that the king now stood on his ground again. But ever since they entered the palace, they have been the one in charge. And they say, whatever they said then, the king would do. And that was how they discharged or be dismissed that guy that Queen Naomi employed, that has been taking care of the king clothing. That is how they discharged the guy, and Ronke took over. They said even before Ronke took over, someone like a Tobi, you know, Tobi is into fashion and designing too. She wanted, she dragged that position with Ronke, you know. And come to think of it, it's supposed to go to Tobi because Ronke is rich, like we heard. They say she is very rich. It's Tobi that is not as rich as some of them in that palace. So a lot of people believe that even if they would take that budget from that guy, they should give it to Tobi. But no Ronke, then she is the mama, the mama of the palace. She makes her, she's behaving as if she's Ooni of Ife's mother, and whatever she says stand. And you know, maybe she get juju pass of every one of them too. And according to her will, the king relieved that guy of that duty and gave it to Ronke. But right now, power don't change hand. A lot of things are beginning to change in that palace. Seriously, serious one. Oh. It's no more when Ronke will say this is how it's going to be, and it will be like that. So right now they said, I wonder what happened. Maybe because of the reconciliation that have taken place, because Whether una like it or not, Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi have reconciled. What we are still waiting for is for that official return to the palace. So, of course, she have returned to the king's house in Lekki. And if it is true, because it's an alleged information, always bear that in mind, that all of these gist that we're sharing with you, they are all alleged, okay? So if it is true that Queen Naomi have returned back to Ooni of Ife's Lekki house, that means the case is settled. Because whether she returned back to the palace officially or not, she have settled her issue with the husband. What matters most is that wherever they are happy. Whether they are in Lekki, let them be happy there. Whether they travel to Canada, let them be happy there. Their happiness is what matters most. And now they said Ooni of Ife have reinstate that guy again. The guy that Queen Naomi employed. And you know say that one now a very big slap to Ronke. That after embarrassing herself, taking the job away from the guy, later she is still in that palace and the guy is back to take over again from her. It is an embarrassing thing to her, you know. And I'm sure maybe Queen Naomi must have discussed it with the king for the king to go and bring that guy back. And they said the guy was doing a great job. That he was doing better than whoever that is helping Ronke to sew the material for the king, you know. So right now they said the king have reinstated the guy back to his post of making his clothes. And they said if you see the design that he was making for the king, you will know that the guy he sabi job, he sabi wetin he dey do, you know. So right now they say Ronke is not happy about the development at all. But I believe this time around, the king doesn't care who is happy or who is not happy among these wives. As far as they don't want his own happiness, he doesn't care about who is happy or not. Because I believe if he still cares, I don't see the reason why the guy will have to come back, you know. Unless maybe it's Ronke that will go and bring him back, because she might decide to do that at first to spite Queen Naomi, to make sure that for the fact that the guy is coming from Queen Naomi, he doesn't stay. But right now, I don't think it's Tobi that I don't think it's Ronke that brought him back. We heard that Ooni of Ife reinstated him back, and I'm sure that will be Queen Naomi's demand. Hey, power pass power. Oh. One thing these women don't know is that Queen Naomi get power past all of them for that palace, as long as the king is concerned. Anyway, guys, like I told you, they are all alleged information, okay? Always bear that in mind. What do you think? Whatever you think about this whole gist, share with us on the comment section. And please give this video a thumbs up. My God will bless you. Bye. I love you guys.